Bonjour mes amis, hi guys, and konnichiwa Seiko fanboys. Here it is, the new version of the King Seiko. So back in the 60s, Seiko wanted to compete with the very best that the Swiss could make. So they created Grand Seiko. But to spur innovation within the same company, they also created in a separate factory King Seiko. And they built great watches. They were doing very well in the chronometry competitions, but both projects were shelved when Quartz took over. Grand Seiko came back in the late 90s, as you know, to great success now. But the name King Seiko had vanished and was just found on the vintage market. So you can still find great King Seikos with the beautiful handmade movements and different type of case designs. But now Seiko brings it back for the fans, and it's very faithful. The writing on the dial is very faithful to the originals. Beautiful architecture of the case, and especially the lugs, which from the top are very, very straight. So it's an interesting look on the wrist. The watch is really beautiful, and it is slim because it houses the fairly recent 6L35 movement, which runs at 4 Hertz and is much slimmer. The buckle is beautiful, very vintage style. And the watch is going to be limited edition, only 10 coming to Hong Kong apparently, which is very low for Hong Kong. There were 3 in the shops that I visited on Queen's Road Central if you're interested. And one was already spoken for, but I had my chance. I turned it down. It's 3,200 US, no discount for once because it's so limited. But two things I felt. One, the strap doesn't belong on a watch of that price. It's too plasticky. It's just decent, but honestly, not good enough. And then the caliber itself is rated -10 +15. I know in real life normally it should be better, but in the spirit of King Seiko, I think they could have gone the extra step of trying to work better on the accuracy of the caliber, because that's the whole point of King Seiko to be. It was to create the most accurate watch they could possibly create back in the 60s. So you get what you get. You still get a beautiful reddish wooden box, presentation box with this watch. The watch is beautiful in person. You have all the Seiko design cues that have been carried out to this day across all the ranges, the Saabs, the Presage, this gray dial with the dolphin hands. Everything is there. Lovely watch. I passed. I feel like they might release other dials with the same King Seiko branding, and maybe the other type of case designs, which were also quite interesting. But let me know what you think, and if you're interested in it, hopefully you will find one at your nearby Seiko shop. You better go fast though, because these are going to be collectibles. Bye bye guys.